Okay, so this is the IDX Broker Geo-Specific Content Page Creation Tutorial number 2. It should be for employees or contractors of InboundREM only. And this particular tutorial is going to go over how to create an outline in the customer's project so that I, as the contractor, understand that it's being worked on. All right, so you go to Basecamp, first of all. That's where I manage my projects from. That's basecamp.com. There on the checklist that you should be looking at, there's already a login information. So you go to Basecamp, and then you look at, there's a grid of projects. There will be with the assignment the client name, and you'll always see something like this. So the client name will be part of the project title. You select that project, you click on it. Once you're in, and I'm not showing you, this is a real client, I'm not showing you their entire project, but once you're in, there's going to be a few things. There's going to be to-dos, and there's going to be like project updates, and some of that probably has already been done by the time that you're creating these content pages. And then at the bottom, there's going to be an option to create a text document. That's what I want you to do. Click on it, create a text document. Once you're in, we have a couple different things that we're going to accomplish. First of all, if you've done step 1, you already have an understanding of what you want to title the page. In this case, we're going to go with Cape May, New Jersey, real estate information. Okay. If you're doing content for me, you should already have a basic understanding of SEO, but just in case you don't, I'm going to say this. All right, so Cape May, New Jersey housing information is actually not descriptive of what we're going to put into the page, the content page itself. With semantic keyword recognition, Google is really looking to have an exact match on the title of the page versus what you're putting on the page. If all I was doing was a couple hundred words for my clients, and then there was going to be a listing of homes like this, I would probably do a different title. Okay, I might do something. I would never do anything this vague anymore. Okay, but I might do something like that. But these days, with semantic keyword recognition, we want to be really exact. We want a longer title tag. We're going to tie it into the content page, which has to be 700 to 1,000 words, which you should already know based on the assignment I've given you. Now, as it happens, there's a format for IDX Broker content pages. Here's what the format is. It's appreciation rates, and then this is the part that is up to you, the contractor. We've got an H1 and we've got an H2, which is going to be based on your research on the area. So I can't really tell you what those would be, but I can certainly recreate the document for you so you understand what it should look like in Basecamp. So in this particular case, the H1 on almost all content pages is going to be Cape May, real estate, appreciation, rates. Okay, there's a nifty little graph. This graph can be grabbed from most neighborhoods from a website called Neighborhood Scout. I absolutely want these cut and pasted and added to these documents. The source has to be credited. Okay, I included, so actually, I'm sorry, this is H1, this is the H1. I credited the source, want you to too. I also put in dates. I've heard conflicting information about the relevancy of dates, as in sometimes dates can be really relevant for SEO. Okay, so we're going to do 2016. Okay, again, you can see what the content page as the example is. By the time that you do this work, this content page will be live on the client's website. All right, but it's a very small paragraph. Okay, And here are your bullet points. Here's your outline, which is really what we're doing. So we're doing an outline for this area. So the outline is just going to be, hey, move, mouse, move. Of course. And of course, you know, because I'm doing a tutorial, this is messing up a little bit, but hey. So we're going to do an outline, all right? So what you want to do with the appreciation rates is just give a couple of pieces of information about the area. In my case, it was population. And we definitely want to call out the length of time that our graph is indicating. In this case, it's 25 years. And what's the total appreciation rate? Okay, I feel this information is really hard to find. It took me a while to find it. That's why it's the top #1 thing that we're focusing on our content page. Average home price currently. Median home price. So basically, as a content writer for InboundREM, you already have your H1 and the first paragraph done. You already know what to do. The H2 is a little bit different. You have to actually go and research it. Okay, in this case, it's a history of real estate in Cape May. Okay, and my outline. Which was, again, just a couple bullet points long. So historical information would be one. Okay, and if it was me, I would be giving myself an understanding of where I was going to source that information. Okay, pictures of historical homes, which are included in the article. An interesting fact, which in this case, there's a lot of famous people, like Abraham Lincoln, that spent some time in Cape May. So, interesting facts. All right, so this is your outline. This is what I expect to be done when I say there's going to be an outline. This allows me to understand that the article is going to be written. It allows the client to understand that the article has been started on. So we create the article, we put it in Basecamp, we save these changes, and as far as I'm concerned, you've been engaged. All right, so I now know the article is being worked